So far this year, it's been a pretty wet spring with over 15 inches of rain. Will this mean a wet summer is coming? Not necessarily. In many cases, a wet spring can lead to a dry and rather hot summer. It all depends if the wet pattern lasts into June. As always, to make a long-range forecast, we have to research events taking place globally, like the one you always hear me talk about, the El Niño Southern Oscillation, or ENSO for short. ENSO is measured in three phases: the El Niño phase, the neutral phase, and the La Niña phase. All deal with measuring the departure from average of the Pacific Ocean sea surface temperatures along the equatorial latitudes. El Niño occurs when there's a warmer than average temperature leading to a strong southern jet stream. Most recently, we've been under the influence of a strong El Niño that resulted in a warmer than average winter and snowfall that was well below average. We're now in the neutral phase, but we'll be transitioning into a La Niña situation during the summer. This means sea surface temperatures will be cooler than average, leading to a stronger northern jet stream. El Niño and La Niña are more reliable in making a winter long-range forecast, but we can look back to previous summers to see how La Niña played a role in our weather. We found that a La Niña pattern existed for the summers of 2000, 2008, 2010, 2016, 2020, 2021, and 2022. It turns out that New York City ended up warmer than average by 2 to as much as 10 degrees during those summers. Rainfall was at or below average for most of them. A La Niña season can lead to another issue, a more active hurricane season. Upper-level winds across the tropics can become much weaker, allowing for more storms to develop. This will particularly affect the Gulf of Mexico, along with the Florida Peninsula, but the east coast of the U.S. will need to be on alert. In addition, current Atlantic Ocean sea surface temperatures are near record warmth. This could result in more powerful storms. In making the hurricane seasonal outlook, NOAA has issued its most aggressive forecast ever, with 17 to 25 named storms, 8 to 13 hurricanes, and 4 to 7 major hurricanes, meaning winds in excess of 111 miles per hour. NOAA has come out with its summer outlook. Mike Woods is here now to break it all down for us. Mike?
Yes, with La Niña forcing a stronger than average northern jet stream, NOAA is forecasting a warmer than average summer for just about everyone.
There is the potential for excessive heat in the west and in the southern plains. Here in the northeast, we are looking at a summer of above average temperatures. As for rainfall, NOAA is calling for a drier than average summer out west, but for above average rainfall here in the east, especially for the east coast and the southeast. Much of this could be a result of a more active hurricane season.
So what can we expect in the tri-state area for this summer? Well, we've been talking about La Niña, we've been talking about a farther northern jet stream, and if this all materializes, we're likely to see a hotter than average summer for a good part of the country and excessive heat in the middle part of the country. I'm talking days on end where temperatures will be up over that 100-degree mark. I don't think that excessive heat is going to make it towards us. Notice we're kind of right on the edge here of that jet stream flow, so that's likely to lead to temperatures running about 2 to 3 degrees above average as we go through the months of July and August into early parts of September. And probably about 20 days or so, I think temperatures are going to be getting into the 90s. The average is right around 15 or so. Rainfall should be just about average. We get around 14 inches of rain for the season. I am throwing, though, in the hurricane season wild card, because if it is indeed going to be a more active hurricane season and we get some of that tropical moisture here, that rainfall number could go up. And keep in mind, since it is forecast to be an active hurricane season, make sure you have your hurricane plan in place and be ready to go if needed.